Good morning, everyone. It is Rob. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you please type the number 1 in the comment section, in that chat box, let me know that you can. I would greatly appreciate it. And as you do, keep in mind that everything we look at here today is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. And if you like what you see, make sure you follow us on the various social platforms. Subscribe here on YouTube and Facebook, Twitch. Follow us on the other platforms, folks. There's tons of content that we put in up there day in and day out. No training yesterday. I told you on Monday. I wasn't sure if we are going to be able to do it or not. The school never answered for my daughter. She called them 6 times. I called them 5 or 6 times on Monday. We got no answer from the school. No one picked up, so we had no choice but to go. I had to go with them, which was good because they snapped the bracelet on you and said, if you break the bracelet off, you got to come back and wait on this line again to get another one. So, and then they even changed the times that we had to be there. So I had to blow off another training I was doing yesterday on Benzenga because of that. It was just crazy. But my daughter graduated. She's got her master's. We're so excited. And she's got this sad face on her look this morning. I said, what's the matter? She goes, I just graduated college. I'm done. I have no more classes at this point. Nothing else to do work-wise for school. And I realized I still have work every day. I said, welcome to the real world. Welcome to the real world. All right. So let's go ahead and jump in. I want to take a look first at the futures. All right, so we've turned south a little bit, and I know yesterday was a kind of a smacking. I got caught. We were online right about 10 o'clock. We got there about 9:15. 10 o'clock, I look at my phone, and I'm looking at a chart of the ES. And my wife's like, what are you doing? We're here with your daughter today. This is not a trading day. You're not working today. I said, I know, but I just want to see what's going on. I said, look at this bloodletting. She goes, I don't care. There's going to be a different bloodletting if you don't get off of that and leave it alone. So I didn't get a chance to check a whole lot yesterday through the day. Obviously, when we got home last night, I jumped right in. But, I mean, what a kick-butt day, huh? So the ES is down another 12 points. We're getting a little bit of a pop right now. Durable goods just came out. So we're getting a little pop right now. We're down about 12 points on the ES, 100 on the Dow, and about 35 on the NASDAQ. The RUT's down 4. Bitcoin is positive, up 170, 29,465. Ethereum went down $10, not a big deal. Gold is down 10, and crude is up $1.25 to 111 a barrel. So funny, as we drove around yesterday, we live on Long Island. We were in Queens, which is where my daughter went to college. And we're looking at gas prices, and I realized that gas prices were just a few pennies less than I'm seeing them out where we are here in Nassau County and still in New York. We came out by us, and prices had gone down, not much, pennies, but they had dropped down a little bit in the overall pricing range. I don't know what's going on with it, but just a few pennies. But right now we're back at 111, guys. So I said I think that 110 is 115 is where we're going to live for a little while. At the price, but we need to get back to 100. That's really where it needs to be to keep people comfortable where they could. It's still hard, but they could still get through. This 115, 110 is going to make it a little bit too tight. So let's go take a look at some trades from yesterday. You guys tell me what kind of trades you did yesterday. I obviously already let you know I did nothing yesterday with what was going on. Snapchat would have definitely been on my list for yesterday. Hey, Paula, thank you for the congrats. Erica, Joan, I appreciate it. Trip, yeah, I mean, it was awesome, guys. It really was. I mean, listen, I didn't graduate college. I went at night. I went for 2 years at night, and my last semester, I took chemistry and calculus the same semester. I'm not a smart guy. I took both of them at night, which meant I was in school 4 days a week. And it wasn't going well, so I decided I wouldn't take a hit on them, so I canceled the classes, and I was going to go another semester and pick it up again, and it never happened. So for me, first generation, my daughter is the first one in our family, daughters, to graduate college. She's got higher education with her master's now, so that's awesome. All right, so I'm not seeing any trades drop in there, guys. So if you do have them, drop them in. We only have a handful of candidates today, so we'll go through them. But just what the market hands us, right? Yeah, yesterday was a tough day. So let's go take a look at today's candidates. All right, so we've only got 6 on our list today. So let's go over here. DKS. So where'd my option chain go? So DKS, which is Dick's, they're down $8.50 right now, even though they had some of their numbers came out good on the earnings, some others did not. So they're down $8.50. They already were in this death spiral, ugliness looking chart, right? So let's see what's going on with them there. They're down at 63 right now. So they're 68. Right? We probably need some Fibbits in here. 45, 55, 60, 23. Yeah, let's see. 68. All right. So we need an 809 in here. Minus 0.809. And I don't remember off the top of my head what the one is down in here. So we're just going to split it manually just for the sake of time. And I'm not opening documents up to get that number. 57, 67, 68, 11. We're good. Okay, we're good. So right now we are at 62.75. So we're up above that 57, 60. We're right in the middle. So we're going to look at a bear call spread. I like this one a lot. If I can get the numbers, bear call spread above 69. If we look at the option chain, just resize it. If we look at the option chain, let's see what we can get. So, and the numbers are going to be different, guys, right? Because why? The news came out, market was closed on the options, so we're not really seeing any movement in most of the options numbers at this point. We had a big bid-ask spread on there, very little open interest on the calls, huge open interest on the puts, right? Of course, volume will be nothing today, but if we're looking for a bear call spread above 69, so here's our 69 and here's our 70. So we were looking at a dollar strike, 35, 40, 25 cents on a dollar strike, which is a 33% rate of return if you're right. So, if we can get anywhere near that, if I can get 20, 30 cents on this with 3 days left, I know it says 2, but you got all day Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, right? And we are running into a 3-day weekend here. So keep that in mind. So bear call spread above 69, me likey. Let's see. All right. So a couple of trades came in from yesterday. Appreciate you guys dropping those in. Facebook. Robert's got Facebook puts 35 cents in 20 minutes. Nice. Apple 35 cents in 8 minutes. There you go. Q's calls 58 cents 2 minutes. Nice. SPX Iron Condor 30 cents in 12 minutes. Over $1,000 for the day. Great job, Robert. I love it. Robert's in our inner circle. I absolutely love it, guys. He's just crushing it. Let's see. Alan said position one in the chair, gaps, whipsaw party like it's 2008. Yeah, it can do that for sure. And that's how it came up at the end of the day, right? So Jonathan said bear call spread versus a put. So I'm assuming you're talking about, Jonathan, on DKS. You could buy a put on it. My fear is with the gap that's taken down, it's brought down so much, the puts, number one, become overvalued. That's the first thing you got to consider. So you may buy the put at $5, whatever the number is. And now, if the stock just goes sideways, that same put without any movement in the stock may drop to $4, right? Just on the devaluation of the inflated vols that are in there, the volatilities, right? That's number one. Number two, was the gap down, which is almost $9. Was it too much, an over gap? And now it's going to recover a little bit, and you're going to see that same devaluation of volatility and the, let's say it a different way, the devaluation of the option price because of volatility and this position going in the opposite direction. So I'm not opposed to trading directional trades. If you know DKS and you know that chart, you know how they trade, how they eat, sleep, breathe, drink, right? Think. Everything that they do, then by all means, you should look at potentially a directional trade. But I would want it off some kind of key level, whether it's a pivot point or a fib level or something. All right. Yeah, it was a good job. Say, hey, a lot of good trades there. Jonathan, does that make sense? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up, one if you're good with that. If not, let me know and I'll be glad to address it. All right. So there's DKS. That's one in the books. Facebook. They're down today. Why? What's going on? They're down $1.25 right now to 180. We'll call it 180 even. Ooh, I like that where it is. So bear call spread above 182 or long put. And I would probably use pivots on this. So now, Jonathan, the difference here is I know Facebook. I know it well. Right? Use it, trade it, and For business, we use it. I'm very intimate with what Facebook is and what they do. I'm not a big Facebook poster. Those of you that saw, if you caught my daughter's graduation, you would have seen it. I was tagged with my wife. She's the one instantly, man, that picture got taken. It's on Facebook. I mean, within seconds, she's got that thing up there. I can't think that fast for how quick she's putting stuff up. So I like Facebook. I know Facebook. It's in our power option plays. So I am not opposed to directional trades on a Facebook because I know them as a stock. You're welcome. Good. Got it. Okay. Yep. Yeah. I think I addressed it, Sean. Bear call spread on DKS. I think because I was looking on the put side. Oh, maybe you're right. I might have been looking at the wrong side of that. That's a very valid point. Did I look at the wrong position on DKS? I very well might have. You're right, Sean. I was over here. I'm looking at bear call spread over here. You still got huge premium on it. But you were right. I was looking on the put side. Good catch. Good catch. Yeah, guys, if you ever see that, let me know. I mean, listen, I'm human as everybody else. I make the same mistakes. The difference is, the nice thing is when you're trading, you're not trying to teach it to somebody at the same time. You're not worrying about, managing what's going on inside of the room and comments and all that. You should be hyper-focused just on that trade. So, but good catch on that. So Facebook, we've got there as the bear call spread, right? Google, same thing. Snapchat, they're down. Right now, Google is down $17 to $21.02 right now. So they're still within that realm there. So bear call spread above 21.70 or a long put. And again, pivots work well. Pivot points, right? So something to keep in mind. I just confirmed it again. At least what I can find on the internet, right? July 15th is Google's split date. Okay, so keep that in mind. Amazon is coming up on June 6th. Those of you that are in Inner Circle, we're going to talk about this, or in Mastermind Group, we're going to talk about these types of strategies of what are we doing going forward? What should we be looking for? When or where do we want to even consider adding to our positions? So we're going to hit some of that in those, right? In those places. All right, good. We've only got 3 candidates left, guys. So drop in the companies, the symbols that you want me to take a look at. And if you have a trading plan for it, let me know what that is. Tell me what the plan is. All right. So on Intuit, INTU is our next one. They had earnings come out, right? They're moving up this morning. They're up $5 right now to 364. So what am I missing here? I'm missing a 400 level, right? That's first. Right, so let's go ahead and change that, or add that, I should say. Dash dot. Okay, so that makes a blue zone at the 403.03 level for us. Doesn't really change where we're at right now, but we do need to have that in there. 343. So 43 to 03 is 60 points. We're at 37 here, so we definitely need a negative 809 inside of here. Another fib level. I don't have it there, so minus 0.809. All right. 343 to 73. It's 30 points. We're good. Okay, so that one lines up. So right now we're at 364. So 364, we've got 367 is our resistance with our moving average. And then just above that, 373 is our resistance there. So we're in a bearish bias, true bear no less. We're in a bearish bias. Earnings come out, brings it up, but not enough, in my opinion, for me to go all gaga and go, oh, I'm going to take this bullish trade. I'm not, right? I'm going to wait. I'm going to just call next on this one. It's not really exciting me at this point, right? Dick's Sporting Good, right? JWN, Dick's. They're up 88 cents to 21.5. All right. So where does that put me? Well, it puts me right above support, right? But I'm still in a true bearish bias. Folks, listen, I could be dead wrong on this. This could be the turnaround for Dick's. It could be the turnaround for the market. This could be the place that it pops and the market takes off and Rob's going to miss out on all of it. And guess what? Rob's going to be okay with that. Because I would rather not keep swinging and striking out, waiting for the home run that I caught it early I'd rather get the right trade at the right time. This is not what we're doing here. What I do here is not about, well, give this a shot and see how it works, right? You want to lose weight? Well, exercise more, eat less. Okay, it's a very arbitrary answer, right? Yeah, it may work, right? Doesn't for most people, not just those kind of comments, right? There's a little bit more to it than that. But it's no different here. The market is not per se in a position that says, ooh, we're bullish. And if we were in a screaming bull market right now, and that happened on JWN, then maybe, but we're not. So I'm not. So I'm going to wait on this one. We're going to call next on Nordstrom's also. Last one is Toll Brothers, TOL. Let's see. Their earnings, they're up $1.44. They're at $46 right now. Same scenario, guys. I mean, yeah, we've got good earnings coming out on it, but you've got to ask yourself a question. We've had earnings, and I don't know what the last earnings came out was, good or bad, right? But we've had earnings since this drop, right? Which is back in January. So let's assume the earnings were bad. But since January, we've been in a downward tear. Last couple of weeks, we've gone more sideways, bearish-ish type move. But nothing on here that's screaming at me that says, hey, you might want to consider something different. Moving averages have gone sideways, right? What is that telling us? Nothing. The moving averages are not working because the stock's not moving. Hence the name moving averages. You need to have that in there first, right? So we're not moving anywhere right now. So the thought that we're sitting at $46 right now, that puts us just under the 8 moving average. So I want you to tell me, give me a 1 for yes, give me a 2 for no. Is this a trade bullish that you're interested in taking with the stock sitting at $46 right now? Give me a 1 for yes, a 2 for no. And it's okay to have an opinion, folks. That's nothing wrong with it. This is how you learn. I know where I'm at with it. All right. So it looks like they're starting to roll in. Looks like we're getting all 2s, right? What compelling reason is there for this stock to go up? The news is out. Earnings were out, and it still hasn't broken out of that bias, that bearish bias. It still hasn't gotten above the moving averages. So that the expression is buy on rumor, sell on fact. Buy on the news, earnings are coming out. Sell when the news comes out. The earnings are out, right? There's nothing here that's compelling us. We're going to say next, right? Doesn't give us a lot of candidates for these today, right? But there are plenty of trades out there without a doubt, right? Yep, all deuces came in. Appreciate your guys' comments and gals. So let's go take a look at the stocks that you want me to look at for you guys. Let's go look at Adobe. I think that was Alan. Yep, Alan had Adobe with the retest of the 400 and the fail. So I like the plan, Alan. So I think we were in Mastermind Group the other day when I went over this. Now they're up about $2 right now, even at 400. Alan, this is what you want, right? It's up right now. It's a here kitty, just trying to suck them in, right, before bashing somebody's head with a 2x4, right? That's what the market maker's trying to do right here, right now, right? It pushed up to the 400, and the market maker's stepping back and going, all right, what are you guys going to do? You going for it? You failing it? What are you doing? But we are, Alan, and I went over this again in our mastermind last week. We are in a position right now with where we're sitting at. This is a bidirectional trade. If you get a bullish connotation in the market today and a bounce, a breakout, a retest, and the bounce of the 400, you got an opportunity to bullish entry. If you fail, break down, fail, retest, and well, in this case, we already failed, but retest and drop today, right? We're retesting now. If we can get that drop after the market opens, we got a chance of the bearish entry. So I like it, Alan. I like it a lot. I actually, in this market condition, I like these bidirectional trades very much, right? And we're coming up with a new name, a different name for it. Bidirectional really doesn't work for me, but I'm working my team to try to come up with a different name on it. But I do like the setup, Alan. So great job. Appreciate you adding that one in there. It brings a lot of value to the community. Karen's asking for SPY. Oh, come on. Must have been on the wrong screen. Oh, yeah, I was. I typed that in TradeStation. All right, so SPY, woo, and the rain came down. We're down $1.50 now to 392.5. So we're still up here above here, which is that 388.35, Karen. So I'm not very excited about it. But here's the thing: if we're sitting at, I don't know why it hasn't registered on the option chain yet. Come on. Still showing me the price of and the name Toll Brothers. There we go. Finally shifted over. So we're looking at 392.5 right now. So depending on where pivots are, you got room down to 388. I'm good with it, right? I definitely believe there's some opportunity out there, but focus on the pivot points. That really, to me, is going to be the break on this, is the pivots, right? So mine don't start until the market opens, so I don't know where the pivots are yet, right? It's just a trigger of how TradeStation works, right? But you can use TOS and you'll get some data on them immediately before market, pre-market. But you got some nice distance in there. Yesterday we were at 392.25 was S1 and 395 was pivot, right? So good opportunities in there for sure. But definitely a day trade for me, Karen. Right? Hope that helps. Let me know in the comments below. And then Alan is asking for MasterCard, another pop stock. Bearish, break the 338, retest and fail. Break the 338, retest and fail. And what's the best part about this is there is a confluence of the 8 moving average right there. So if you break and you retest, you're bumping your head on ugly, right? We got to start using that as a hashtag, Sean, bumping your head on ugly, right? You're going to bump your head on ugly. You're going to come up and hit that resistance. And if you do and you roll over, it's a stronger level for us. So it's a better setup, a better structure. Alan, isn't it funny that you're in pop for how long now, right? And isn't it funny how simple, how easy these things just set up? You look for it's just rinse and repeat. Alan's not out there trying to do all of these different things. He knows exactly what he's looking for. He's looking for the same setup. When he finds it, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Just do it over and over and over again. The exact same trade, right? So excellent. Let's see. Andres is asking for Apple. Let's see what Andres got going on there. So Apple, let's put that one in. They're down $1.50 right now, which puts them at 138.70. So we're right at that support level. So Andres, if we can get down to maybe 138, come back up and retest the 138.80 level. It doesn't have to get right there, but get back up near it and fail. You've got a bearish opportunity taking you down to 131, and we move $6 a day here on Apple. So you've got a lot of velocity to the downside as a potential. I hope that helps. Let me know in the comments. And then Robert said, bank stocks seem like they want to move higher. JP Morgan. So, Robert, I agree with what you're saying on banks. It looks like they're trying to fight overall what's going on. I think there's going to be a big push on trying to get mortgages before the big increases coming up. I think that's a big part of it. This one has now broken out, Robert, into a neutral bias. So I'm okay taking a directional trade if you have a clear and concise entry. Well, do we have that? Well, the word clear and concise, let me explain that since we've got a few minutes here. Clear and concise, the phrase rather, not word. Clear is the path between where you're entering and where resistance is. That's clear, right? Concise is getting in at the right place. So if I tried to take a bullish entry here, that would not be a concise entry. Right? That would be a very poor entry as we're up near that 127, near that resistance. Okay. If we break out of the 127.27, retest and bounce, I don't care that the 55 is there. I don't use that as resistance, only the 8s and 21s. So you go from 127.25 up to 131. You've got some wiggle room to rock on this one. Right. So I like that a lot with the opportunity up. If you're looking at the market and the banking sector starts to break a little bit today, you've got plenty of opportunity to the downside. I mean, where are they right now? Let's put in JP Morgan. They're down 36 cents to 126 even. So Monday they came up and rallied, almost hit that 127.27. Yesterday they did on the highs, closed at 126.36. And like I said, right now, they're at 126 even in there. So yes, I do agree with you, Robert. 1,000,000%. You got to take a look at the banks and just keep your eye on them. Tripp, who's in here with us, who's in also Inner Circle Mastermind, is a big bank guy. He likes the banks a lot, right? He looks at them all the time. So, all right, excellent. Thank you, Don. Chris, my daughter's excited. I mean, she's excited to be done. And then she picks a restaurant that we go to in New Hyde Park that we never have gone to, that we go to for dinner, I meant, last night for her graduation. And it was only 2 of us allowed. We only had 2 tickets. So her boyfriend met us. We didn't really do a big party of it. We're going to do that soon at the house. And it winds up a girl that was in her literacy program that graduated with her yesterday was having her graduation party there also. They had a little bit bigger group than us, but there were 2 people in the family graduated. So it was exciting. It was exciting. It was a lot of fun. So, all right. Sean, do me a favor, if you would, please. Drop in the link to Trading Like a Boss, please. Guys, do not miss the Trading Coaches Playbook. Do not miss it, right? This Friday, you will not be disappointed. Make sure you check that out. It's a great training. 3 different coaches, Brandon, Ryan, Tony. They all take turns teaching that training every 3rd week. They all get one on, right? And it's a great opportunity to visit with some other coaches and learn strategies from multiple coaches. And here's why that's important. When Brandon Wendell, who's a great trainer, CMT's phenomenal trader, right? Tremendous asset to what we do here at Wealth Builders. When he came on to Wealth Builders, students would look at what he did and how I traded and say, Rob, if I'm following you and Brandon, which rules do I follow? What's right? And I said, there is no right and wrong. Brandon has a way that works. I have a way that works. But you're not going to trade exactly like Rob. You're not going to trade exactly like Brandon. You're going to trade exactly like you. And what I mean by that is you're going to take some of the things from me. You're going to take, as an example, the Fibonacci component from me, right? So take Sean, who works in our office, right? He's here with us every day, of course. Sean took Fibonacci from what I did, right? He took the SPY from what I trained. He took the RSI from Brandon. He's added that in, and it makes a better system for him than not having it in there, right? And that's what I mean. You take a little bit from each. And when you look at what each of these coaches do and their qualifications, right? Ryan Litchfield, you can only hope and pray to ever know 1/10 of what that man knows about the market. I would be grateful if I could just learn everything he's forgotten about the market. He is amazing. And Tony, come on, guys. He's the pattern whisperer. Tony here, watch this. Oh, he just caught 4 patterns. I mean, that's how quick he picks them up, right? He is awesome. So get yourself registered for Trading Coaches Playbook. It's a great training. It really is. And it's free. Let's see. Karen said, congrats to your family. Yep, I appreciate that. Karen, thank you. Robert, thanks and congrats to you and your daughter. My daughter's graduating high school next week. I feel your excitement. Yeah, especially since when both of my daughters graduated with their bachelor's 2 years ago, we couldn't have graduations because they were closed. So they didn't want to do virtual. They wanted to be live. And they don't want to go back now and do them anymore. Nope, I'm done. That wasn't my class. It's over. So make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, get your butts in Trading Coaches Playbook on Friday because you're just one trade away. Take care, everybody. I will see all of you tomorrow at our next update. Bye.